Everybody, welcome to another Arena Hacks video. My name is Kyle Wagner. Today I'm going to be going into a budget deck, a nil control budget deck that somebody requested a while ago, and I did like 3 different versions of it, so I started getting kind of a little sidetracked, a little distracted, couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do. So Kaldheim's come out now, and now I'm working on all kinds of other stuff that I want to show you guys. That's really cool. So this is one of those decks that I created, and I did throw some Kaldheim cards in it, just 4 counter spells. So we'll get to that in a second. And that's the deck that we're going to be looking at today. It is budget friendly, yeah. There's only, I think, the 4 rares in it, and yeah, let's just take a look at it. So here's the deck, and okay, just picked up one of those cards, I guess. Here's the deck here. New Dreams. It just said new deck, and it features Dream Trawler, so there's the name. Saw it coming. That is the Kaldheim card that I was talking about. Foretell is interesting. I remember when I was first reading about Kaldheim before it came out, and I noticed the Foretell ability, and I was reading up how it works and everything. You can see it in the section right up there. It just kind of describes everything to you, Foretell, and it does that for all kinds of abilities too, just in that little black section. If you read something on the card and you can't understand what it is, you look for those little black squares, and they'll explain it to you. So Foretell, I was reading up about what Foretell is, and I'm like, it seems kind of slow and clunky. I don't know how good it's going to be, but you know, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the meta and what people do with it. Excuse me. So I've been playing around with it, and it's actually kind of neat. I don't hate it. But then again, I'm not much of a control player, so maybe I make a lot of mistakes in the gameplay. You'll see me pick up a few of them immediately after I make a play. I'm like, I made a mistake there. So I'm not much of the control player, but I do dabble around in a little bit of everything when it comes to Magic the Gathering. So taking a further look at what I got here, I got the Rune Crab classic mill tool for really just milling everything from your opponent. Every land you play, 3 cards your opponent has to mill. Pretty efficient on the milling front. Birth of Meletis, you've seen me run that in decks before. Great mana ramp for white. Gives you a nice big fat blocker, fat wall token. Just that 4/04 can do a decent amount. Sometimes you'll find some opponents, maybe Gruul or something, might get creatures really big and powerful faster, and it may be really quickly that they have something that can just bust down that wall. But for the most part, that 04 wall can hold its own pretty well. Then we get into some more control-y stuff with Jwari Disruption. That's mostly for the lands. I'm running 22 lands in here, and then these 4 would kind of make it 26 if you count all 4 of them as lands, and most of the time you will be playing them as lands. So don't get hung up on casting them as a counter spell, because your opponent can just get around that spell if they just pay 1 mana. Now often you'll see me holding them, but that's always because I have other lands to play, lands that are, you know, actually lands. So this is a counter spell. You can also play it as a land. So I like to hold it up, and if I don't get a land, or if I run out of lands and I've been having trouble playing it because my opponent always has 1 extra mana available, so there's no point in even trying to counter their spell, often what I'll end up doing is I'll just play it as a land. When I run out of actual lands in my hand, I'll just throw it down tapped as a land so that I don't miss a land drop. Having lots and lots of lands on the battlefield is very important in control decks. Banishing Light, another classic removal you've seen me use before. All of this is budget friendly at being uncommon all around so far. Still uncommon with the Banishing Light. Didn't Say Please, awesome counterspell from Throne of Eldraine here. And you get to mill 3, your opponent mills 3 cards too when you counter their spell. And it's just the classic counterspell mana cost, 1 generic and 2 blue mana, so it's pretty classic for a counterspell, like I said. Same with the Saw It Coming. You've got its normal spell cost, classic counterspell, counter any spell you want, counter it, no questions asked. Love those classic powerful counter spells. And as I was talking about the Foretell, that can reduce the mana cost. That seems to be mostly what Foretell is built around. You pay that 2 mana, you play your card face down, or you don't play it face down, you exile it face down. The neat thing about it too is it's exiled, so much like those adventure cards, when you cast their adventure spell, they get exiled, so they're kind of protected and they're safe. And the opponent can't make you discard them from your hand because they're not in your hand. They can't exile them from your graveyard because they're not in your graveyard. They're already in exile, but they're in a special exile where you can play them. So much like the adventure, Foretell works that way too. It protects your cards from being discarded from your hand, from spells that your opponent can be playing. So that's why I started thinking Foretell, maybe it has some kind of hidden power to it. Other than just reducing the mana cost and making it a little slower. Even though the mana cost is reduced, it's only for, it's cutting 1 blue off in this case, because you're just casting it for 1 generic and 1 blue. You cast it for its Foretell cost, what it says on the card, not the 2 colorless mana. The 2 colorless mana is how you exile it face down. And then the Foretell cost becomes its new converted mana cost. Except technically it's still 3. It'll always be 3 because that's just what it is on the card in the top corner. Anyways, moving on. Teferi Tutelage. Talk a lot about the new cards. Kaldheim, so excited. Anyways, Teferi's Tutelage. Classic card for milling. Again, every time you draw a card, your opponent mills 2 cards. You draw and discard right after you play this guy, so you get to that effect right away, and you get to cycle a card if there's one you don't want. Sometimes you just have to play because you need to get that effect on the battlefield. You don't really want to discard a card, and then you pick up a really good card, and that becomes bad. Now you have to discard something that you actually want to keep. But for the most part, it's actually not too difficult to hold up something that you don't really want in your hand, and then right as you're about to play this guy, and then it all just kind of works out smoothly. Again, playing control decks, it's up to you whether you can pick up the grasp the concept or not. Maybe this isn't the best control deck. It's very budget friendly. We're still at only commons and uncommons, mostly uncommons. I think this is the only common so far is the Didn't Say Please. But yeah, so it all depends on whether you can grasp the concept of control decks or not. And me, yeah, that's probably why I'm not big on them, because they're I find them a little confusing. ECD you've seen me use before. Another classic removal spell, very powerful. We got 2 copies. I know a lot of the budget decks I've done before, so if you followed along with all my beginner's guide videos, then I'm pretty sure you'll have two ECDs by now anyways, from what I've done on all those. And then the Dream Trawlers are your main rares in here. Temple of Mystery, or Enlightenment, I mean, the one rare land in here, you do get that for free once you're done the beginner's challenges and the color challenges and all that stuff, so you do have one of those right off the bat anyways. And Dream Trawler is the main star of the show here, what you really want to see to help bring you to victory, although there are other ways to win without Dream Trawler, but it's just, he's the main one that packs the punch in this deck and just brings it home. The last one here is Into the Story. Great card draw. He pairs greatly with Teferi's Tutelage, so those 2 cards right there together. You get a couple Into the Stories. If you Into the Story and draw another Into the Story, you play another Into the Story. Your opponent's milling so many cards, their graveyards or their library is going to be gone like really quick. So that is a win con there. Playing like a Rune Crab, Teferi's Tutelage, and Into the Story. As long as these 2 permanents stay on the battlefield, you play a couple Into the Stories, a few lands. Like every land you play, it's just like things get out of control. You're countering their spells, and you're milling more with Didn't Say Please. So it just kind of gets crazy. Dream Trawler, because yeah, it's just you gaining life. It's hard to kill Dream Trawler for your opponent to take Dream Trawler down. You're getting card draw from it, which is triggering Tutelage if you have it out. You go Into the Story when you attack, and it's an instant Into the Story. You attack with your Dream Trawler, and then you flash in, or with an Into the Story, and you draw 4 cards. All of a sudden, it gets pumped up by +4 power. You're gaining all that extra life. It just gets like, this guy combines with so much in this deck. So Into the Story is just great, and because it is a mill deck, you should be getting them 7 or more cards in their graveyard fairly easily. So that being said, it's pretty much the whole deck. We've got the common way of getting your dual colored lands here with your Tranquil Cove. Other than that, yeah, just basic lands. I'm pretty sure I let the auto land do it. After a few games, I adjusted. I think I reduced one plane and upped an island. Maybe that wasn't the auto lands. I don't know. That's what it was at, and then I adjusted it just because I'm like, I feel like I'm getting a little too much white than I am blue mana. So not that that makes a huge difference, but that's a little tweak I made to it. Found it worked pretty decently after that. So there's the deck, and hope you guys enjoy the games, and I'll see you there. Okay. Here's the first game. Ugh. I do not like that at all. That is really sluggish. That is so much worse. That is so stupid. I do not want to keep this hand. Ugh. Get rid of the Dream Trawler and the end of the story. Keep these two guys. Go heavy on the mill. Pray for some good card draw. Oh god, that's so sketchy, but that's all I got. Let's start with that. Maybe I should have led with Crab. I should have led with Crab just in case I got like a counterspell or some good removal. Or... Never mind, doesn't matter. Now we go Crab. And that way. Hopefully we get some kind of counterspell or something. That's what this deck is. Okay, there's another counterspell. I do have the 2 blue. Should I go Tutelage first? What's with all this mana? What does he have? What's this over here? That's kind of scary. What's he got going on here? Yeah, well, let's go that way. We kind of have to go that way for one. Do I want to play that or not? Let's do now. I think he's probably going to be building up to something big. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. That's a tough call. What do I get rid of? I have to go with the land. Just because I need to hold that up for next turn. And with these 2 these milling effects here, what's he at now? 8. Yeah, see, that's already 4 mana. All I need is 1 more land. There it is. Alright, so we'll go this way. And I'll slow roll the end of the story. See if he plays anything that I really am scared of. I think that would qualify, yeah. ECD. And turn again. Hopefully he thinks I have another counter spell. He doesn't play anything. Good. So I'll end the story now and rejuvenate my hand. Yes. Counter spells. Yay. There he goes. Oh right, the tutelages. He's gonna mill so many cards. Ooh, that was a that was a close one. On to the next one though. Come on. Lack of blue mana. I like the double birth. If one of those planes was an island or even one of a tap land that did both colors, that would be, yeah. I'd be so happy with that. Oh, I really shouldn't. When I was testing this deck, I started mulliganing hands like this. Excuse me. Oh, but I want to keep it just because of that double birth, and it's just like, maybe he'll draw that blue. Oh, it's such a gamble. This might backfire. Hopefully this doesn't backfire. Who was worried? Were you worried? I wasn't worried. Who was worried? Let's slow roll the crab. Just in case of removal. Ooh, dang. So he gets it anyways. Reveals their hand, choose non-land card from it. What was it, a non-land? That's it, just a non-land card. Okay. So I guess I'll stick with the plan. Crab. Hit my ECD, which kinda sucks. Yeah, it'd be nice to get rid of that thing now. I already have a plane we already see, so might as well just go that way. Grab that. He's gonna... Yeah. He's got his new Kaldheim card. Oh, a whole bunch of them. Graveyard's full of them, too. Looks like a black-white angel deck. What is it? At least gain 4 life. Looks like he gained 4 life. Wasn't quite paying attention to that there. I don't know if I'm going to make it to that. If I don't see some counter spells or something, I don't think I can make it to this Dream Trawler in time. He's going to be hit. Well, I got some time left. Go this way. I don't have any. If I draw 4 and 8. Now let's go this way. You can just see all my planes anyways, so no point trying to hide my planes. Hopefully he doesn't do too much more damage to me, and hopefully soon I can get a Dream Trawler out. Start getting something against his... That's not good. What did he get that for? Is that just temporary? Oh, 7, yeah, right, yeah, okay, his life total. Creatures you control get, yeah. Now I get a counter spell. Wow, yeah, that was terrible card draw. What did I get? More Dream Trawler, Into the Story. I needed removal or something. He took my only ECD, which I'd only be able to counter right now, so... That was unfortunate. I still can't counter my or play the Dream Trawler. Just nothing to deal with his creatures. Not even counter spells. Wow. I was thinking it was mostly about that, drawing that island. Yeah, right. If only it were that simple, right? At least this time we have a counter at some point. Well, we had removal last time, but it was expensive. Here's that praying for a blue source again. It's such a good hand otherwise. I hate when it's such a good hand otherwise, so it's like I want to keep it. But it's like no blue source. It's, I could so easily draw that in my first few turns. I don't have to play Rune Crab right away, maybe second turn. But with one in your opening hand, you kind of want to get it out at least latest by your second turn. Didn't even check. I keep forgetting. I always forget to check if I'm on the draw or if I'm on the play. So when I'm mulliganing, I don't even get to think about whether or not... oh, yeah, I'm not even really thinking about whether I'm going first or not, just because I forget to pay attention to it. Alright, so we'll be getting a 0-4 wall next turn to help block some damage. And now we finally get our blue source. Man, I want to play Rune Crab first. Oh well. Luck of the draw, alright? A few more mixed colored lands. This is a budget deck too, so I kept it I kept the lands as minimum rares. There's definitely a few with Kaldheim even. There's a red-white or blue-white, a blue-white land that just came out. Which one? A pathway. You flip it. Which modal double face, whichever side you play it, is the side of the color you get, or the color you get, the side of the color, whatever. Words. Okay. Be nice to have a second blue so I could play a counter spell. Let's just go hardcore with the mill, shall we? Play that right away. We'll do Birth next. Nice big wall of crab and, I guess, concrete. We'll get another wall from this one, so that'll definitely help out. I'm not the biggest control player either, so that I find happens with this deck a lot. I don't know what it is. People see the combination of milling and the blue-white spell. I don't know. And you're just playing, all of a sudden they're just gone. Like, how many turns was that? I had my 4th. He's missing lands though too. That's right. Although I have had people even earlier than this, they see I play one spell and they're just gone. A crab, they're gone. I play my first counter spell, which is my first spell that I play on one of their spells, and they're just gone. After that, and I'm just like, oh, okay. See ya. Every time. Again, it's like it's not a... I guess it's just because of that mana. I had to mulligan. Wow. This is almost too much mana. This is not the greatest starting hand otherwise. Although we get our 1 Kaldheim card, which is kind of cool. Tap land first. Yeah, we need more mana. Seeing as though we're not going to be doing anything second turn, we can just foretell the saw it coming. So you just click that. I did it really fast there. You click that weird bird thing if you haven't experimented with foretell yet. One of the new features or things in Kaldheim. So now as long as I keep 1 blue and 1 other mana, I can counter something that he plays that I don't like. I'd like to play Tutelage. Let's just see what he plays. I probably should have played Tutelage. I got nothing else really. I have a Plains that I could discard if the card I drew with it was really good. Opponent buys Yorion. That's not bad. I like that. Ugh. Here's where my brain melts. What do I do? Any control players out there? Well, I should... I guess I need to save mana for this. I need 1 more land. Pray for an untapped land, I guess. Let's see what he plays. Maybe I want to counter it. I don't know. But see what it is. Hope for exactly what I need off the top here. Okay. Banishing Light, counter, and exile. You know, that's fine. I don't have anything that destroys anything. Indestructible I don't think really means anything to us. Our white removal exiles, so indestructible does nothing, and we have counter spells. So, again, indestructible does nothing. I need a lance. I need to play that as a land. And I guess we just keep taking damage until he does something bigger and we hold up our counter spell. I guess that's the play here. If that was untapped, I could have played Tutelage and saved 2 mana for Saw It Coming. But I need to save that sock coming unless he plays something really scary. Which I'm not sure what that would be yet. More damage, not a big deal. He's still not quite at 27. Another Sod coming. I would prefer mana for a Dream Trawler, actually. But instead, let's put a clock on him with a tutelage. Draw a card and see what that card ends up being. He's not running blue, so he has no counters. What do I get? Crab. No. Crab's no good right now. We have no lands in our hand right now. It's not going to do that much to him. I wish I could keep it, but counter spells, removal, awesome Dream Trawlers. Kind of want to keep the rest of my hand here. I want to keep mana for that Sot coming that we have foretold here. So what's he playing? What do we got? Another Savior. What the heck is this? Enters the battlefield, loses X life where X is creatures you control. Yeah, no, let's counter that, because that's just going to do a good amount of damage to me. Two more damage. 3 in the graveyard. Here's another 2 more. I would love to play that Dream Trawler, but I think I'm going to foretell this. And that's it. I'm still thinking about playing Banishing Light? Not yet. Maybe I should. So it goes for the damage. He's at 26. Ooh, I hope he doesn't just gain life right now. If he doesn't, interesting. Let's go Dream Trawler. If he targets it with something, I can discard my other Dream Trawler to give it hexproof. Not ideal, but I gotta save my removal and counter. I gotta save these other guys just in case. So let's do that. Dream Trawler and that whole idea I just said. Okay. Whew. His turn. He hasn't targeted Dream Trawler with anything yet. Okay. Do I really want to do... How much more mana he has? I should... No, I can't counter it. Okay, well I have to protect my Dream Trawler. I know what I'll do. I'll get rid of this, and I'll keep my other Dream Trawler. Why did I want my other Dream Trawler? Right, because he's gonna get a flying, he's gonna get an angel. So we're gonna go that way. A little change of plan there last minute. Let's hope it works out for me. Oh, and he gains the life anyways. So like I said, he's gonna get an angel. But I'm gonna exile that shepherd there, or speaker of the heavens. Hopefully I can save mana for Saw It coming. There's that angel. Surprise, surprise. He's got 2 cards besides Yorion. I gotta save that counter for Yorion. That's exactly what I gotta do with that counter spell. Save it for Yorion. Oh, I should have maybe saved that land to discard for for Dream Trawler. He might have removal here still. Well, I do have another Dream Trawler now. Having two of those might be kind of nice. So what's he do? Does he block? Takes it. Can do a lot of damage to me next turn, or should I just do another Dream Trawler? We can get rid of both of these. I'd like to use Banishing Light on the speaker, the Heaven Glow. Dream Trawler will hold up counters too. I won't be able to counterspell. Let's go Banishing Light on the speaker. I think that's the play here. And then I still have Sot coming to counter his Yorion. Whew. Control decks, man. This is what I'm like. So much. You gotta think. All right. All right. Yeah, end of turn. That's it. Oh, that is extremely bad. He doesn't have enough for Yorion. So what does he have? 3, 4, 5. So he will be a creature. Yeah, I have to counter that. That sucks. It's such low mana. He still has 4 mana he can do something else with. Which I don't like. It scares me. So there's that. What's he going to target? Goes for that again. We'll hit another. Here, it's actually your go. I know he's getting impatient. I know you're impatient. I'm sorry, I don't play control decks very much. I apologize. I know he's getting very annoyed too, and I find it very annoying to play control decks as well. Ooh, that sucks. That's a lot of damage. Come on, good card, good card. Here we go. Wait, I thought I clicked the go already. Okay, well, it's not a... I'll have 1 mana left. So let's attack so we gain the life. Mill the cards with the tutelage. There we go, some more mana. Still no counter spells. I can't counter his Yorion. So let's go this way for some blockers. Life gain. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He can target one of those Dream Trawlers now. Ah, I wasn't thinking. I was supposed to keep that. I meant to do that too. Control decks. I just start doing stuff. Yeah. Maybe he doesn't remember that he has Yorion. And that he can flicker his Banishing Lights. And do a lot of damage to me. Here comes the big attack. Okay. Oh, right, I have to... Okay, there we go. Trying to block, and it's like, what's going on here? That's all I can really do. He'll make it indestructible, of course, or he'll give it protection, or whatever. There it goes. Protection, so I don't gain any life from this. I think... Here comes Yorion, yeah, as expected. Which one would I like to save? Does it really matter? Let's just go with this one. I don't know if I'll survive attacking with Yorion. Let's pray for card draw. Pray the card draw is going to do something for us. Because we're not milling him fast enough. No. Well, not Yorion. He's got an 80 card deck. That's right. Just another land. Yeah. I don't think this is going to work out for us. Yeah. So what's going on? Oops. Oops, me? Not really. What was it? 4, 8. Yeah, that's no. That's 11. It was supposed to be better than a land. Not right now. Actually, it's your go. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying. What? Okay. Okay. You know, an Into the Story would have been really nice. Yeah, where's all my Into the Stories? That would have, like, saved my life this game. All that card draw, right as a Dream Trawler goes, all that life gain from, like, oh man, that would have been sweet. I'm still confused why he conceded. Like, he pretty much had this. What is that? 8, 10, 11 damage. I'd be down to 2. I got a counter spell holding up here. What? Like, what am I gonna do? I got some extra. Okay, he puts me down to 2. If I attack him again, I get 5. It gives me 7. That's no way to survive the next wave. So, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the win. So, what did you think? Do you think I know how to do control decks? It's definitely budget friendly. Do you think I played things wrong? I definitely did make some mistakes there. Let me know. Let me know what you guys do. If you like the control decks, do you want me to do more control decks? Do you think this was really good and you want me to do some more? Or do you want me to stick with just the general theme I have, which is kind of... Don't even know how to... It seems to be more Garul, I'd say. You guys seem... What you've seen so far on the channel, you've probably seen me do more green and beat down kind of decks, which I do have to admit I do enjoy. One of the next decks I'm coming up with, though, I'm going to be going a little more down the mono black kind of stream. That's what I've been working on most lately, so a little bit of teasers and spoilers there. But other than that, if you liked the video, please do share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and click that thumbs up button. And I'll see you guys all at the next video. I hope you have a great day. Cheers.